In upstate New York, the people of Binghampton are still trying to figure out the rampage on Friday in which a gunman killed 13 people before turning the gun on himself. Jeff Glor is in Binghampton.
Good afternoon.
At yesterday's briefing by Binghampton Police Chief Joseph Zukoski, a picture began to emerge of Jiverly Wong.
But from the people close to him, that what these actions that he took was not a surprise to them.
Wong, a 41-year-old immigrant from Vietnam, often complained to friends and family about being criticized for his poor English skills. In frustration, he dropped out of language classes at Binghamton's American Civic Association, where he returned on Friday, armed with 2 handguns and wearing body armor. After blocking the back door with his vehicle, Wong walked through the front door and began firing, killing 1 receptionist, wounding another, before moving onto a classroom filled with fellow immigrants and a teacher. There, he took 12 more lives before taking his own. Omri Agel's wife, Dolores, was one of the victims.
What is it about American society that keeps turning out these kind of people? What is it about our society that keeps driving people to do things like this?
The shooting has stunned Binghamton, just as mass shootings of civilians have stunned so many communities. We remember Columbine 10 years ago, 15 dead. Then Virginia Tech 2 years ago, 32 dead. But you may not remember the shootings that left 10 dead in southeastern Alabama, or the 8 who died in Carthage, North Carolina, the 6 dead in Santa Clara, California, and now Binghamton. 4 mass shootings that have taken 38 lives in just 4 weeks' time. And that's not even counting yesterday morning's shooting of 3 police officers in Pittsburgh. It seems that no town, big or small, is immune. East Coast, West Coast, Middle America can be affected. But why? Is there more violence? And is our reaction to it changing?
Tragically, I think many Americans have become more desensitized, more numb to the mass murder, to the massacre, because it is no longer that unusual.
Howard Kurtz is media critic for The Washington Post.
That doesn't mean that everybody doesn't get a feeling in their gut when they hear that a bunch of innocent people have died at the hands of one crazy gunman. But it is no longer a story that we've never heard of before. And so there's a certain ritual to it, and we know what to expect.
And part of what we expect are expressions of condolences from our political leaders.
I am heartbroken for the families who survived this tragedy.
But that's where it all seems to stop.
I just don't think as a political issue, folks care as much about gun control right now as they do about economics. I don't think the government's making it a priority.
CBS News legal analyst Andrew Cohen says in this climate, it's not likely to happen.
The hard reality is that people are more concerned about their jobs and their 401ks and how they're going to pay for their school tuition for their kids than they are about trying to put additional restrictions on guns.
Tonight in Binghamton, a candlelight vigil. Hundreds will mourn the city's fallen. New statistics in an old story that doesn't seem likely to go away.